Hey, everybody. Let's see here. Okay. So, making sure everything's set up correctly. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I look forward to helping you guys out on this topic on how to stay motivated. Let's go ahead and first talk a little bit about my own personal journey, who I am. My name is Mike Glover. I am a business and nonprofit consultant. I work with a nonprofit here in Arizona called Legacy Global. We are currently doing a fundraiser or a drive for the First Nations. And as you guys may or may not know, First Nations Fund is right now helping the Apache Nation here in Arizona. They have been heavily impacted with the coronavirus and COVID-19. And so if you guys want more information on that, you guys can go over to this link here below, mikeglover.co/First Nations, and get more information. It's they basically are asking for supplies, not money, but things like paper towels, disinfectant wipes, things like that. And there's information on drop-off locations and also the address if you want to mail some things as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first off, let me go ahead and switch over here. We're going to be talking about motivation today. It's very difficult sometimes, especially now with all the restrictions that we have of staying motivated to our personal and maybe even our business goals. And so I just wanted to share a few tips that I have done that will actually help with how I stay motivated. So let's go ahead and first talk about the first step. There's about 7, okay? So let's set goals and visualize them. Something I do every single day is I actually write down my goals, right here. Writing them down and not just saying, one day I'm going to do this or one day I want to do that. Actually sitting down and writing them as if I've already accomplished them. I am an amazing husband and father, something like that, which I think I am, but it's something I have to strive for every single day. So sitting down, visualizing them, and then once you have done that is you make a list of whys. Why do I want to have these goals? What accomplishments do I want to create? A lot of times on social media, especially on Instagram, I always see, how to be a millionaire by the time you're 20, and it has all this stuff listed, and why they want to become millionaires or billionaires or whatever is to own all these cars or whatever. And, that might be good for them. It's not good for me, because materialistic things, they fade, they go out of date. The latest iPhone is updated every year, probably could be updated every 6 months, but I need something more substantiated to give me my why. Why do I want to be an amazing husband and father? Why do I want to be a successful person, in life and in business? So making a list of those whys, and then breaking them down into small steps. Okay. Like what actions, what targets are you going to want to meet? Okay. So if I have a 10-year goal, what is my 5-year goal for that? What is my 1 year? What is my monthly goal for that? And what kind of targets am I going to be hitting? And then once I hit those targets, what am I going to be doing to celebrate those small wins? I think celebrating your small wins is absolutely important. Okay. Now, Tony Robbins, I'm going to read here a quote real quick. It says, a major source of stress in our lives comes from the feeling that we have an impossible number of things to do. If you take on a project and try to do the whole thing all at once, you're going to be overwhelmed, right? And so when we set those goals and have this massive goal of I want to, make a certain amount per year, or I want my business to do X, it can be overwhelming when we try to think about all the things that we need to do for that. But if you break those down into small objectives, that can really help with that overwhelmed feeling, that stress, and that stress can be demotivating. So how are you going to manage that stress to help you not be demotivated? Okay. All right. So once you have created those targets, you create a strategy. Okay. But you need to be flexible. All right. Because rarely does anything ever go to plan. Almost never. There's always going to be bumps in the road. It's never just going to be a straight line to your goal. There's going to be detours. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be all sorts of things. And so you need to have a strategy and be flexible for when that happens. Okay. So, and also understand that you are going to fail sometimes. You're not always going to be hitting that goal. And so here's some more quotes here that have helped me. These are all from, I believe, Thomas Edison, who said these things. You know, he said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Okay. All right. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. Too many people give up too soon. They think that they should be an overnight success, but you look at all these top successful people in every single industry, not a single one of them was an overnight success. They all struggled. They all had setbacks, right? But the one thing that they all have in common is that they never gave up. You look at Steve Jobs, for example, right? He was the founder of Apple back in the 70s, and then through the 80s got pushed out of Apple, went out and started Pixar, okay? And then when Apple started to tank again, they begged for him to come back as an intern CEO or something like that is what it was. And that's why everything is called iPhone or I something, is because he wanted to make it clear that they made him like a temporary or not a real, owner or CEO or anything like that. And so, he never gave up. He rolled with the punches. He had things, not go the way he planned and kept pushing. Right. And here's one more. The most certain way to succeed is to always try just one more time. Right. You may try 10,000 ways, but the 10,001 way will actually be helping you. Okay. All right. So let's check comments here. Oh, hey, morning, April. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate that. All right. So let's go ahead and, this one I love. This one is probably the one thing that's really helped me be motivated right here is to get the help you need. One of the best things I ever did for myself, for my family, for my business is I hired a life coach. Okay. And you don't necessarily need a life coach, but maybe a business coach, a mentor, or something like that. It's someone to hold you accountable. One thing I loved about life coaching is it helped me get through my thoughts, right? It helped me because the number one downer on myself is me, my internal thoughts of, why me, maybe some of this imposter syndrome that we have is why is it going to be me that has to come out here and help people? Maybe I have a unique skill set. maybe the way I do something is the way that resonates with somebody else. But then, having something or someone to actually bounce ideas off of and have them give me some feedback, that has been a tremendous help. And then we announce our intentions to a select people like, hey, I want to make, X amount a year. Having somebody come up to you and say, hey, how are you doing on your goals? What actions are you taking every day to achieve this amount per year? If you want this amount per year, this is how much you got to make a month. And if you're not making that much a month, what are you doing next? Having somebody constantly being there to help push you and motivate you that way, bounce ideas off of, has been a tremendous help. So getting help when you need it is great. And of course, if you need professional help, counseling, something like that, there's licensed professionals for that as well. But having a coach, someone to kind of be on your side a little bit and also hold you accountable, maybe tell you you're not trying hard enough, has been all the difference in the world. I'll leave a link in the comment section below on YouTube for a video of a session I had on a podcast with my own life coach. So, and that was actually about goal setting also. So that's kind of nice. All right. So getting the help you need. All right. And now predetermine how you're going to handle setbacks. Okay. So we already talked about how things are not going to always go according to plan. Right. And so you need to plan for when things don't go according to plan. How are you going to handle that? Okay. You're going to get demotivated. You're probably going to get depressed a little. Right. So what actions are you going to take? Who are you going to go to when you have those setbacks? Is it music? Is it your accountability partner, your coach that you're going to go to saying, hey, I'm feeling a little down. What can I do? What do I need to do to get back up? Right. A lot of times for me, what that is writing down my goals every single day. You know, I'm visualizing the goals. I'm mentally thinking about what it looks like to accomplish that thing. And then that kind of gets me remotivated, kind of gets the fire going a little bit more, because now I'm writing down those little steps. I'm feeling that overwhelm. I'm feeling that stress. So creating action plans of how I'm going to get out. You know, how am I going to do this? And am I taking those actions? And if those actions aren't working, what other actions do I need to take? Okay. Something to think about there. All right. All right. And then you're continually checking with the reasons why. Okay. My big why is my family, right? I have a wife. I have 4 sons right now. My oldest is 9. My youngest is 6 months. They are my big reason why, you know, and it sometimes takes a lot of work from my wife to push me to hang out with the family, because I'm so focused sometimes on work and my mind's going, you know, 1,000 miles a minute. But she pushes me to go out, take vacations, and slow down a little bit. And that actually helps me a lot more, because I'm sitting and hanging out with my wife, you know, my sons. I've started going on walks with each one of them individually and talking about whatever they want to talk about. And that, especially early in the morning, that has really helped me, because that helps set the tone for the day. And then I come to work, I get training, sales training, I get, you know, motivated that way. And then constantly thinking about how I'm going to provide well for my family. So that's just some of the reasons that I have there. Excuse me. If you guys have any other ideas, some things that you do that maybe I haven't mentioned here about how you stay motivated, I'd be more than welcome to see what you do, and maybe share it with people who are watching now, maybe watching the replay, who need that inspiration. So let me know in the comments what you guys do. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to go to mikeglover.co/YouTube. All right, here, let me change this one real quick. Okay. Go here to this link, mikeglover.co/YouTube. If you always want to see more of these kind of things, let me know in the comments. Tomorrow I will be going live again for Tech Tip Tuesday. So if you guys want to see what I do with technology and how I run my online business, that will also be going live tomorrow as well. I hope you guys have had a fantastic Labor Day weekend, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.